The Triumph Spitfire. What an iconic British car. You may have seen Rimmer Brothers restoring their Spitfire Mark II over a series of how-to videos on their YouTube channel. It started out with the water pump replacement, then radiator, which led on to front and rear brakes, brake and clutch master cylinder replacement, and more recently, a full body colour respray and interior. Now Hans, their mechanic, has left me the keys, and I'm going to take it for a little test drive. Right, here we go, just left Rimmer Brothers on my right hand side, going for a little drive around Lincoln. I thought I'd give this car a little test because they left me the keys and they said go and see what it feels like out on the road after they've done some extensive work to it. And my initial impression is written all over my face, and it's this stupid grin that I've got because I'm in an open top little Spitfire. I'm sort of hanging out of it, but I'm in it. This is all about that wind and hair experience. A little car like this with its chirpy little 1147cc engine. It's wonderful, little sharp 4-speed gearboxes just to die for, and this huge great big Bakelite steering wheel with a very thin rim that you can just delicately hold the tips of your finger as you drive along and just suck it in, because that's what it's all about. So I'm on my way to Bomber Command. It's just coming up here on my left, and what a perfect place to go and take a Triumph Spitfire. I mean, the name says it all, doesn't it? When you arrive here at Bomber Command, I expect there'll be retired members of the RAF that will come out and salute this little car, quite rightly too. Well, welcome to Bomber Command here in Lincoln. This is an amazing, well, it's an amazing monument really to the Lancaster bomber. This is exactly 100 foot tall, which is the wingspan of a Lancaster. It's made of core 10 steel, same steel as the Angel of the North, and it's there to weather and to look impressive. All the names of all the pilots and everyone who flew in the bombers are around us, so it's a real poignant place to come and see. But it has got a spectacular view, so if you just follow me in here and stand in the middle of this, you can see into the distance, there's a lovely echo, Lincoln Cathedral, which is just wonderful, and a real treat to come down here today in a Spitfire and come and visit this historic place. This is a real little treat for me. I've been let loose with Rimmer Brothers Triumph Spitfire, and I'm at Lincoln Cathedral. Look at that amazing building behind me, and I'm getting to drive it around these little narrow streets at the top here, all medieval. This cathedral, by the way, has been here nearly 1,000 years. I mean, it's been added on over the years, but there's lots of the original cathedral still left. I think it was erected in 1071, and at the time it was built, it was the tallest building in the world, and it remained the tallest building in the world, this, for 237 years. And if I'm bouncing around a little bit, I apologise. I'm on cobbled streets because they haven't changed the streets, they shouldn't do as well. It's kind of authentic, and we're about to drive around the front of the cathedral. We can see the original arch as we come in, which I do believe is an original feature of Coventry. Look at that, that's the Saxon arch at the front. How nice is that? That's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. What an impressive building. It's very, very imposing. It really is, and wonderful to see, and what a treat to be able to do it in this little open top Triumph Spitfire. And this car, dare I say, it's handling it beautifully. Look how bumpy it is out here. Ancient roads, and this car is as smooth as silk. Wonderful. Fantastic. And the cathedral is well worth a visit if you come into Lincoln. It's surprising that you can actually drive all the way up to it and drive around it. It's really nice to see. and it's a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to come to a place like this in this historic little car. It really is. Oh, I feel all goosebumpy. What a day. What a great day. Here we go. Round we go through one of the old arches. This would have been a wall that would have surrounded the cathedral to protect it, no doubt. This is the back end of it, absolutely glorious. This is the Gothic end, so this would have been a much later addition. What a day. What a great day.